Hello, my name is Ethan and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Ultimatum League 3.14. In this episode, I'm doing viewer build reviews. So if you guys want to submit your own build for review, just comment your profile name, your character name, and what you need help with. More detail the better, as you'll see throughout this video, and I'll try to help you with your build. Now, let's get into it. We have 7 builds. Let's get the first one. We have Andre, hey Ethan, Red Rum ZA, Stone Golem ZA, and he said he's having a tough time not dying to random one-shots. So he wants to know why. So I pulled up his build, and he's a Carrion Golem elementalist, even though it was Stone Golem. He's a Carrion Golem elementalist, and then he has 4,000 life, really high regen, and really great physical damage reduction, but then not chaos cap, and very low life. 4,000 life is extremely low. Extremely low. So then you look at his effective hits. He has 10,000 against physical, 26,000 against elemental, and 19,000 against chaos. That is why you're so squishy. This is so squishy. This is like half the tankiness of my SSF hardcore Carrion Golem build right now. And then you're rocking like 2.8 million DPS, and I have 2 million in my SSF hardcore 0 awakened gem Carrion Golem Necromancer, and then it has like really high block and good armor and still good physical damage reduction and 7,000 life with a Jinx Juju. Basically, I'd highly recommend taking a look at my current build. If you want to do Carrion Golems and do it as a Necromancer, not an Elementalist, because this is just way too much shit to fit into one, and it's really squishy. You also have no life on your helmet. You could improve the life on the rings, and the jewels. These ghastly jewels have kind of bad life. Like, this has no life. This is a really shit jewel. I have better jewels in my SSF hardcore. And then yeah, 26, 27 is like T3 life. But it's still pretty good. Either way, get some levels, get some life on the helmet and the gear, like the rings and the jewels, potentially getting the life on the skill tree. And then there's literally just, yeah, maybe not taking these mediums, and I don't see the point of taking Born of Chaos when you're not even Chaos Res capped. You can't go to 78 if you don't have Chaos Res cap. Like, you can't use this max chaos, so this would have just been better as a normal, like, small that gives you, like, 17 chaos res and caps your chaos, and maybe you even save these 2 points and get 2% extra life. Either way, that's it for that one. Next, build review. And we're back with the second build review. This one's a good one. Hello, Tony. Hi, Ethan. Would love a build review. Profile name, Rice. Character name, Big Rocks Ulti. Running the Primordial Chain, Stone Golem build. I mostly need help with my survivability. My chaos res is horrible and my life is also really low. Another question I had is, I was trying to check his chaos, okay. I'm currently running 7 Stone Golems, 1 Chaos, 1 Lightning Golem as buffs. With Primordial Harmony, I should be getting 40% extra damage for running 3 types of Golems. Do you think this is preferred over running just 8 Stone Golems, 1 Chaos Golem, like in your Stone Golem build? On POB, it actually says this one has higher DPS, but obviously I sacrifice 1 Golem. Also, my build isn't even close to be able to do a T16 AFK Blight. I can do the Blights running around and spamming Scout Towers, but not even close to doing it with just a couple towers at the start. I would love some help on ways to optimize my passive tree and maybe what items to focus on next. Alright, so here's his build. Let's start it off with the first thing he said. Survivability, 4,000 life again. 75 res cap, not even chaos res cap, similar armor to the last build. And then his stats look like this. Let me put it against a 15,000 physical hit. I don't know if he has Fortify, he might. Let me check the Cyclone. He has Fortify, so he's actually tankier because of that. But 15,000, 35, 37, 9. You're so squishy against chaos, it's insane. But you're tankier than the last guy. You're tankier than the last guy. Good job, man. Instantly, I'll tell you the spots where I would improve the defenses for life. Specifically, I noticed that you have a Stampede boot. I don't like this. I only used this for delving to get that 50 move speed consistent without having flash up, because I had no damage and I couldn't keep flash up and I needed to keep moving and delving. But this is like a very niche thing that we did back in the day, and it's so bad. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. Okay. Like in what we're using it for. If you use it properly, fully utilize this boot to the maximum effectiveness of what it's supposed to do, it's broken. But like for our build, you could probably make a better boot, like life, move speed, etc., than have like a move speed flask. I don't recommend an amethyst flask to cap your chaos and to do all that. That's really weird. You can get more life on this ring and this ring. I noticed you crafted life. The belt has crafted life. 90. This, it could have more life. It's not that good of a jewel, honestly. It's only some flat fizz and some life. The flat fizz is 13,000 damage. It's not that much because you scale. I'll actually show you that you scale the base damage of these stone golems. So it doesn't show you what their minimum added damage is, but it definitely goes up per level. And so you adding this flat doesn't really help that much because they probably already have flat that we don't know. I can't see the flat number. I don't know. But trust me, this doesn't feel that good. Where if you had this exact jewel, right? This is where I go with it. You can do... Where the fuck? Okay, Jewel, Abyss, Ghastly, Life, and... Minions deal damage if you've used a minion skill recently. And then when you put this in, more damage. And you're like, what? It's just one mod. One mod was that much more? Yes. It's stupid. It's how the scaling works, because we gave all these levels, so we got free stats. It's actually crazy. Yeah, we go so many free levels. So that's a tip there. And then back to his thing, he asked, Chaos Res? Bro, you need to get the Chaos Res. The boot will really help you. I'd recommend probably a ring of it, like this one. Maybe some Chaos on it. I'm telling you, the boot. Usually I get Chaos on the glove because the glove is really easy to get like double res open suffix or triple res open prefix with life. Like it's usually the cheaper one, where like Stygian Vices with Chaos or like unset rings with Chaos are kind of expensive because everyone needs them and there's less going around, where there's a billion armor gloves with good stats. So usually get Chaos on your glove and it'll make it easier to make the rest of your gear because you don't need to get Chaos. And then you're only level 95. I also noticed the skill tree's a bit weird. You could change some pathing, maybe not take as many of the jewels after all. And then like to get more life. Also with this, isn't it better just to come from above with these 3 points, giving up the extra zombie and stuff, but then you get, you save points, you save 2 points, these two. And you didn't actually need the extra zombie skelly, which was the main point to do that. You normally do that in the zombie skelly build for the extra skelly zombie, but you don't have them. So then you save points. And then you could still put the 2 points in here if you really wanted it, but this is where I like, then you have more life and stuff. If you wanted, you fill out more life. You could fill out this quick recovery thing right here. You have a lot of regen, I noticed, so it is just building up the life. And you can also use a Sapphire's Frame instead of a Cold Iron Point. You can also get it corrupted with fizz damage taken as an element or chaos, so that it reduces the amount of physical damage you take. But now you see you raise your elementals up to 44, 46 from 35. So 9,000 out of 35 is almost like a 25% damage reduction, 25% increase in tankiness. That's what we're working with. It also increases the max res of your chaos. So if you capped chaos, you can get chaos to 79 now instead of 75. So this helps your elemental and your chaos, but obviously your physical is still bad. And then I'd recommend like endurance charges across the gear, potentially like I said, the Physis Chaos on the Saffles frame. But then to do all that, to be able to fit in these extra tank things, usually, you end up taking, you get Awakened Gems. So you're still missing Awakened Brutality, Awakened Multi-Strike. These are gigantic upgrades that boost your damage so much that then you can sacrifice damage where it wasn't efficient, and you can get real defenses after, like the Saffles frame and shit. Because this is just 3 levels on a weapon, right? You could have real defenses. And like where I point out the extra life. Now the final question he had, oh, 2 more. He asked, is it worth it to run the Lightning Golem? So I checked your build. If you take out Lightning Golem, you lose like 230. And then let's say you have 8 of them. So it's like 1.6 million. So it's about the same. It's similar. You gain a little bit of damage with going the Lightning Golem, and then you also gain the attack speed and cast speed from the Lightning Golem. So that's the extra benefit. You also gain this extra like synergy maybe. I also noticed you don't have Mim. Oh, but you have Flesh and Stone, right? You have Mim, never mind. Good. And then so my point was going to be that you don't really need the Lightning Golem technically, and you would have 1 more stone, which does help for clear, and it's similar damage, so it's not that worth it in your build because of the amount of harmonies you have. Apparently it with 6 it's still like meh. You have so much extra damage everywhere else, and so it's okay. It's worth it. It definitely seems worth it if you want the attack speed and cast speed, but also you could just go an extra stone golem and you get an extra gem in your build in this link, especially for the Chaos Golem. I'm not sure what else you would want, but just throwing that out there that you technically don't need to. And then thoughts on the tier 16 AFK Blight. If this says 1.6 and you have 7 of them, $11.2. The minimum to start doing tier 16 AFK Blight is 10. Now this is stone golems, so does this actually feel like 11.2? Fuck no. Then the second thing is you honestly need about 20 to start to feel comfortable. So this is 11.2. I would say you need to get this to 20, and then it's going to start to be 100% consistent AFK Blight. And also, stone golems can be a bit weird, but having 7 of them does help. It does. They're going the primordial chain and shit. This helps a lot for helping them clear. And yeah, so I would highly recommend getting the damage up, and it makes sense that you're struggling because the minimum is probably 10 million with like consistent DPS and 2 towers, and that's to do the 2 tower AFK, and usually it's like 20 million, so the towers make a big fucking difference. Next build. Thanks for the build submission, dude. Oh yeah, I already went over that. Optimizing the tree, cool. And we're back with the third one. We got SoulOfMoon, Ultimates, Ice Golem. Uh-oh. I'm lacking damage in clearing ultimatum and bossing at endgame. I also died quite often, around 100 times. Thank you very much. Oh no. What the fuck is this? What am I looking at? Dude. What the hell is this? Mana. Mind over matter. Necromantic Aegis. Golems. Mana. ES. 400 ES. 1600 mana. Only 86 reserve. 3700 life. It's a cold elemental equilibrium build with ice golems. And then look at the ice golems though. It's a 6-link melee ice golems with impale, so they're physical, but it's cold. Why is there elemental equilibrium and Stormbrand and vulnerability and Hatred and a cold glove. But then he has Victorio's Charity, Replica, Essence Worm to get the gem. Oh, I see what he's done. To run the hatred, and then he wanted to be a cold. Couldn't you just be pride? And you don't have to be cold, and I bet it's more damage. And then you don't have to do the Stormbrand, Elemental Equilibrium, or any of this. You just save a billion points. Probably. Mind over matter and all this. What the fuck is this? You should go look at my build, my build guides, and yeah, that's the best place to start, rather than dude, this is pretty cool though. It's a pretty neat build, but it's extremely squish, and I don't understand the survivability package or why to go cold and all that when you could just do physical. If you're gonna do the physical gems and do the physical route of the Ice Golem, just copy my physical build with the 100% impale and all that scaling. Basically build the same thing as the other build, but put Ice Golem instead of Stone Golem if you want it. But why are you doing this? Alright, I'm moving on. That's enough. Hello, Ethan. Great to see you helping people out. Could you provide some help to me as well? My version of the Golemancer is a bit more advanced than those on these highlights, and I got stuck with my upgrades. Currently, I'm thinking that the only way to increase my damage is to respec from Elementalist into last league aura stacking Necro. Issue: how to increase damage. A bit of survive would be nice, but mostly the issue is damage right now. Additional note: AG got typical setup, mask, percent life as extra ES on chest, gloves with vuln, corruption, kingmaker, and wind shriek boots. Got the shortest way to allocate passives in my large cluster, so only 6 to 7 points there, not full circle. Alright, let's pull it up. So it didn't do the full circles, but then it also didn't do Born of Chaos, so I selected it. And then I noticed, okay, so like 3.3 million damage, not counting AG, extra stuff, yeah. 3,600 life. His physical is pretty squishy. His elemental is pretty tanky because he has Zabakwa, so half of it goes against chaos, so it's literally 50% damage reduction. And then his chaos is 83, and then so he has 34. So his physical, super squishy. Then the second thing I noticed is 2 points here for this 10 all res, and so I just took it out and did the 2 points in barbarism and this extra life. So he gained some extra life and some extra fire because there's some fire missing. I don't know what's going on. But I looked at the build. It's Dreadmarch renewals, and it's a Rotting Claws renewal, and then it's Dreadmarch renewal, and it's a Born of Chaos. This is like a combination of like 3 builds again, but he's got some big deeps because he actually has the Awakened Gems. That's how much it carries. The Impale on the Carrion Golems looks like this, 100%. And he has Zombie, he has Spectre, he has AG, everything. This is with Assassin's Mark, so it's kind of misleading because it's single target. And Assassin's Mark can give him potentially power charges when the enemy's slain. But this is his thing, and he said, how can I get more damage? But really, you have 12 million. And it looks like your defenses is an issue, sir. And so you say that you want to go aura stacking, but the physical issue pretty bad. That's pretty bad. And that's with your Chaos Golem in the build. If you can get the Chaos Golem an extra level, you actually gain a lot of physical damage reduction. So this is 30. You go to 36, you get 6% just for 1 level on the Chaos Golem, which can help your defenses quite a lot. That's one thing. And Honestly, I would highly recommend looking at increasing your defenses here, because you're pretty squishy. And I noticed there's no life on this, but this is a disgusting jewel. It's so much damage. You went for the big deeps. I don't know how the fuck. But no, if you want more damage than this, it's Necromancer. And then it can turn into an aura stacker. Yeah, you are right that you're missing something going elementalist, and it's just go necro and work off of my carrion golem probably, and you can go make it as squishy as you want. Like take my 7,000 life, drop it to 3,800, put in all your awakened gems, and you're probably going to be doing pretty good. Yeah, that's that's my build review for this one, where I think his defenses are an issue. And more life, and then maybe more chaos res for the divine flesh, and then upping your physical damage reduction with endurance charges, etc. would be nice, and highly recommend that. I like the brass dome though. Nice work, dude. Nice work. Good shit. Nice build. Oh, small thing, I forgot to enable his minions are on full life, so they go to 4.1 mil per. So he had 16 million DPS. He does want a little bit more, like, he wants this to be like 20, I guess. And how would he do it? It's pretty tough in this one, because it's so tight. He's done so much. There's a lot of shit he had to keep balanced in the build. And he wanted to go Zabakwa defenses. It's probably, like, not running Zabakwa Divine Flesh and using, like, Asaphals or something. Or just not going Saphals and not going the extra defenses because he's so squishy anyways. Yeah. I guess this helps against Elemental, but then this makes the Elemental Aegis also worse because it doesn't block the chaos damage. Like, there's kind of anti-synergy with going Divine Flesh and Bastion of Elements. Alright. Hi, did I need my damage and clear speed? Need help improve my damage and clear speed. I play with Stone Golem, but I can swap for Carrion if need. Issue, how to scale my damage. Maybe swap the Primordial Chain. The Glorious Vanity helped me a lot with survival, but maybe I can swap for Oromancer Carrion Golem if it's better balance for damage and survival. Additional note, maybe with AG and remove this Primordial Chain, I can take more damage with AG. My final objective is make Blighted maps AFK. I don't know how is better, Stone or Carrion, but for now I need more damage to make all content more fast. Alright, so ready, set. This is his POB. He is no longer a Stone Golem. He's already transitioned to aura stacking. He's pumping 5.7 million deeps. 3200 ES, 85 reses, CI, 85 fizz damage reduction with 33,000 armor. You hit him for a big 15,000 physical hit. These are his numbers. 8,000, which is still better than the other builds. 3,600 and infinite. So he's as tanky as those other ones, right? But he now is pumping out 5.7 per. So he got his number to over 20, which is what everyone watching has wanted this. Oh shit, one guy exposed it. It's over. And you know what's even crazier? Look at his gems. Wait. Wait. Okay, this is the best part. 6 million. So it's 24 million if he leveled up the gems. That's just because he hasn't played yet with the build enough. Because he just got it. And he's still leveling up the stuff. Oh, and Empower 4. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Instead of like Elemental Army and stuff that we'd normally do. Because you cap it with the aura stacking. True. Flesh and... what would my other thing be in here normally? Minion life? I think so. Pride Determination. So he actually runs Determination to get more armor. And then this is actually Sack of Walls. So like I recommended my way to do a budget aura stacker. He doesn't like low life either. He likes the Sack of Walls Alpha's Howl into aura stacking. So this is more similar to my my budget aura stacker from last season, but then he's adjusted it with his own twist of the low life stuff, with like the Doriani's boot. Most people do this. It's actually really good. Vivinsect ring and the Hungry Loop to fit an extra, what was that? Zombie? Holy shit. Oh. Oh, yeah, my extra thing's a zombie normally. I see. Well, no, I guess my AG could normally be separate because the AG is a level 31 in this build because of the 2 cold iron points. Yeah, and like, isn't +2 wands better overall if you can afford it eventually? But I'm sure he just can't afford it yet, and this was the budget way to make his crazy fucking build. He doesn't even have all the 1% reduced jewels. This is running weird stuff to reduce the mana to fit it in. And so he doesn't even get the 300 aura effect. That's why he only has 85 reses. So if we look, Purity of Lightning. Oh yeah, what's the level of it? So this one's 25. And then his other 2 purities have to get levels. Okay, he has them. That's in the helmet. Oh, the helmet has a +2 aura, right. Yeah, so he used that to get the extra 1% max res from the cold reses and the fire. What did he say that he needed help with? I was just... Yeah, he already switched, so he's already fixed it. So he already figured out aura stacking is the end game, and this is what he actually did. So now this turned into a build review of his aura stacker. And, yo, it's pretty sick. A lot of armor, good physical damage reduction, great reses. Obviously, you want to get it up to 90. You want to get that aura effect. But for what you've done here, for a min-max, like a budget, you know, 2 points for a jewel socket looks insane. This is 3 points for crazy energy shield. This is 3 points for a jewel socket. And then you did all this. Oh, that's how you did that. Oh, you went iron reflexes with evasion rating to turn it into armor. Oh, that's really cool. 3 points to get that much armor. That's actually insane. So then you turn all that. So Grace is big fat armor, and then he also uses the determination to get 60% more times like the aura effect. Oh my god. Dude, that's nuts. That's fat. And he uses, I notice, is this a 9? You want an 8. You save a point. You save 1 skill point. You did that for renewal. Oh, if you had another... Oh, wow. Dude, this build can be upgraded so much. Holy shit. 9, 8, but it had only 2 points. And then this has 9 with only 2 points. Renewal Rotten. So that if this was an 8 Renewal Rotten, it'd be way better. Just do that. 7 points. Skip the extra. Oh my god. That's insane, dude. And then the final thing I wanted to look at was just to make sure, like when you look at his purities, the radius is 76. That's fucking massive. The base is 62, and he has the increased area because of the quality on it and shit and all that. Where is it? Area. She has the aura, area, leadership, champion of the cause. So leadership is the one here because he didn't take Might of the Meek to get the extra 2% mana reserve. He actually likes the area and the aura effect. Good job, man. Highly recommend. I worry about the survivability of your minions, but I'm sure you don't care. And it's fine. But like the radius, I'd be worried for a couple of them because they're res capped off of the auras. And so like Commander of Darkness, if that shit doesn't reach, I don't know. Either way. Sick build, dude. It's not exactly what you wanted me to review, but nice build. Some points, like I said, 2-point jewel socket, 3-point jewel socket, extra levels, go Scion, probably, with this many auras. I could actually check. Let me just do a quick test. So we just take exactly what he had. Ascendant, drop this shit. You could take you have an extra jewel socket now. You're missing a shit ton of points, which this isn't even counting the extra points that you get after. Now we're looking at this. You switch to your Carrion Golem. So you lost a fuck ton of damage, but you have 9 extra skill points. So an extra jewel socket, extra ES. You could go this extra jewel socket, but that's fine. Is there anything else that was obvious that it's like really nice to take? It's usually those 4, and then we could even mess with the fearsome force, show them that AoE is nice on Carrion Golem. So 4 million instead, 2 extra jewel sockets. The 2 extra jewel sockets is fucking massive. And then the defense is 3200. You gain 5% phys damage reduction technically. This is overall worse, but I just wanted to see for your current spot what it looked like. I don't think it's enough yet. It's pretty interesting that it's close. It's fairly close, right? You have 2 extra jewel sockets, so there's still some extra upgrades to be made, but yeah, for where you're at, I think the Witch Necromancer's fine. And nice build, man. That's some cool shit. There we go. Sick build though. This'll inspire a lot of people to already try aura stacking just off your build. So I'll leave a POB in the description below. TXC, hello. Hi, did I have a question? I don't know how to properly check my DPS. My gears are all self-crafting, could use min-maxing. Also, I had a Brass Dome 6-link. Do you think it's better than my current armor? Let's just go straight into it. All his own crafted gear. Nice helm. Minion life and life is easier and more life for the specters in the helmet, but you wanted the +2 for the extra specter or something, didn't you? Nah, so socketed gems are supported by minion life and the helmet is actually better. Oh, you're using empower. You were going for it. You're trying to level up and empower to get the extra raise specter. Okay, okay. I see what you're doing. Let's continue. Cool. Nice gear. What the fuck is that? It's fucking crazy. Alright. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so let's get into it. What's this? Enduring composure, sure. Endurance charges for free 1 hit. What are we looking at? He's got 1.7 million. Elementalist with stone golems. 6 minions, so he's no primordial chain. He runs specters, so he has to keep the specters alive and shit. Okay, so then you look into it and you see that he has a lightning golem without the primordial chain build, and I don't recommend this, so I don't run lightning golem without the primordial chain, and the reason is because you have 9 golems, so giving up 1 is less bad, but when you only have 6, giving up 1 is way worse. Okay, so then if you're gonna give up a golem, you should give it up for Chaos Golem, because it gives you physical damage reduction. So to show you, 45 to 66, it gave you 21% for a Chaos Golem. 23, 14. It's a big diff. You don't really need the Lightning Golem. I highly recommend running the Chaos Golem. And then the Chaos Golem's default auto attacks can trigger Mim, so you're good. And that's like the main thing there is I recommend switching to Chaos Golem over Lightning Golem. And otherwise, you have a nice build, man. Is a 6-link Brass Dome better than what you're wearing? Probably. If I had to say, yeah, probably. No crit, big fat armor when it's like your worst stat, other than getting Chaos Res. I highly recommend getting Chaos Res. Yeah, when you're against a big physical hit, you take a lot, and that's with my Chaos Golem change. Before this, it was even better. You only had 8,000. So just as an example, you wondered how good is it? Here you go. This is the Brass Dome. Then there's no crit. So it's similar hit, but then no crit. So big, so big. Then you add the Chaos Golem on top of that. 11,900 and no crit. And that's with the life loss. Like, imagine not losing tankiness with life loss. It's pretty cool. And then, yeah, the no crit thing. Super sick. Brass Dome's pretty good, man. For the main point of the build, the weakness. But elementalist, you don't have that big. Like, it's a little bit better because it's Stone Golem. I mean Chaos Golem. But yeah, this gets you the armor and the anti-crit. Pretty sick. And then you can go stuff like Lunaris, not have to go Solaris at all. Yeah, which then you get the extra 8 nearby enemies. Even more physical damage reduction. It's pretty crazy. Thanks for the build review. Aw, man, that sucks. I go to check my final build review. This is the ending to my video. I check profile, character, I import it. He's stripped the character before I could do the build review. Rest in peace. And yeah, he has no skills, so I can't do it. But either way, thank you guys for all the build reviews. Thank you for participating. I appreciate it. Best part is that one was posted 17 hours ago, and it's already too late. Some of these are a week old, and that's why they changed to a new build already by the time I got to them, which is really cool and interesting to see how they've actually adjusted since the time that they submitted their build review, and then I get to review what they're actually doing currently. But unlucky, man. You could see that it looks like an aura stacker. It looked like some form of an aura stacker, him trying to, and well, anyone now could just use that aura stacker that was shown in today's video. So that's pretty cool. Either way, you see how this one did the Might of the Meek thing? And he actually does the extra bonus where it increases the effectiveness of these as well. So these are actually 9% increased ES nodes instead of 6%. But then you can't take leadership. So then, like, if he had a purity, we'll just act like it exists. The 25 boot, you know, the Doriani Delusion boot. Let's go look at the size of it with this. 67. And that, yeah, he wouldn't have the leadership or any of the extra AoE like the other guys build. So the difference is 10 radius. And like I bet there's a problem at 79 radius, and that you almost need 100, like 90 to 100 radius to actually properly keep your shit alive if they have Feeding Frenzy. I think your Spectres and AG are fine in most of them, and the zombies. But then it's like the Carrion Golems that are leaping out as far as they fucking can, off screen, etc. with aggressiveness because of the Primordial Might. Yeah, you should definitely take a look at that other Aura Stacker build with the Iron Reflexes. I think that's the meta skill tree now. That's where what people have evolved to is coming through here and coming down to a third cluster instead of doing this one, because they like to do Iron Reflexes. I actually had seen that, and I had already planned to do that this season, but, well, we already got a build review of it, so that's pretty cool. Thank you guys for all the build reviews. Thanks for all the submissions. Like I said, to submit your own build review in the future, all you have to do is comment your profile name, your character name, and what you need help with. The more detail, the better, as you saw. If you don't tell me what you need help with, then, yeah. It's kind of weird to focus on stuff, because I don't want to just throw everything out at you, because each one has its special thing. So then when you add them all together, hopefully people learn a lot from the video overall. Either way, rest in peace to this one. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my Patreon and my YouTube members who financially support the channel. I can't do this without you guys, so thank you guys for all the support, and thank you to anyone new who joins the Patreon and the YouTube members today, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!